like that. Good challenge for your young secondary on Saturday?
Absolutely. And the fact that they spread the ball out, they get the ball out of their hand. So we got to do a good job of matching up, do a good job of contesting the throw, and get them on the ground, and recognize their formations and playing.
From a coaching standpoint, would you rather have somebody like this in the first game than somebody that's just running out of the eye all the time, considering your young secondary?
Well, we see things from our offense and also from this league, so it's what we do. So we just go out there and play and compete.
A week ago, still said Robert Smith was on the bubble of consideration, but today's depth chart is second team. Y'all have made the decision now that you're going to play him this fall.
Well, what we do is we rotate kids in, and that situation is that whatever situation come up, depending on the situation with our guys we got playing out there, we'll go from there. So we rep kids.
So no definitive decision on him yet, on Robert Smith, as far as whether or not he'll play this year?
Well, with our kids, the situation with the kid playing come up to the kid. We feel good about the kid. Right now we have a rotation, and sometimes we can use anybody.
Sure.
But for practice purposes, and as we get ready for each game, we got to have a two deep to work with.
Sure.
And if he falls in that too deep, so be it. If you don't fall in that too deep, you won't.
Okay.
What's Robert showing you guys that's, I guess, put him into consideration for some playing time this fall?
Talking about Robert?
Yes, sir.
Well, it all depends on Robert. He had a good camp. Still got ways to go, like all young kids do. And depending on the situation, like I was saying earlier, he controls that. We feel good about it, he'll play. If we don't feel good about it, we'll keep working week to week.
What are your thoughts about what you've seen on tape with Troy's quarterback? I think 28 touchdowns, 3,700 yards last year. Looked like a pretty impressive freshman.
Well, he did have a good year for them. Sitting in a freshman, I think he had a great year. He get the ball in his hands well. He played with poise. And he's playing well in their system. He do a good job. Had a great year last year.
Coach, of course, tackling's always a big key for a defense, but this week when they, the kind of scheme they run, trying to get the ball out to the receivers quickly, is it an even bigger deal this week?
When you're playing a spread team, you got to be able, they spread you out. They try to put gaps in the defense, and you have to tackle the catch. And you got to do a great job of tackling space and pursuing to the ball. And it is a concern because number one is with the youth, and also the part of recognizable formations and getting on top of it.
Jonathan Meeks, we've heard a lot about him. Dabo says he's made substantial gains this offseason. How so?
Well, number one, with his playing time last year, he's older. Of course, he's playing better with boys. And they understand the defense. When you understand the system, you get more confident. And that's what he's playing with. And I'm happy with Meeks and with the lean on him.
How comfortable or not comfortable do you feel with some of your backup safeties? The two starters are fairly proven guys, but not a lot's known about Carlton and some of the younger guys after that.
Well, that's how I look at it. Some guys that didn't get a lot of playing experience, like Carlton Lewis, and you got a freshman like Smith, and it's like a week to week. You got to learn on job training. And with Lewis has more knowledge of the defense than Robert, of course, being here. But when the times come for him to take snap, we'll put him on the field, we'll win with him.
Coach Deshaun Williams, the guy that's listed on the two that we got today, what's he done to sort of elevate himself to that status?
I think with him, he's doing a good job. He works hard. He's doing what we're asking him to do. And I think with the way the rotation is going, he have his role.
So he's gonna have to help you this year, it looks like.
Yeah, we have a lot of youth. And like I said, everything is proven. And how the game unfolds, situation, we have to rotate kids in to help us be productive.
How big do you see your rotation being at corner right now? Who all's earned, or how many have earned game snaps?
Well, the young ones hadn't even played. So as far as game snaps, I can't say that. But the kids I'm leaning on is Cody and Brewer. I feel good about Braylon. And Robson had some snaps last year, and he's doing a good job in camp. And so We have a good rotation. The kids, depending on their spread offense, depending on how many times we rotate kids in, you got to give them 3 and out.
What are your thoughts about some of the young linebackers, particularly Stewart and Anthony, and what they've done to impress you guys in camp so far?
But they still learn, and they're quick learners, and I feel good about what I see. And Coach still can elaborate that more when we talk to him, but they're doing a good job. And, so we're happy with what we have, and it'll come down to, again, on-the-job training.
What's the biggest difference about this defense this year? You've got more versatility, maybe with up front, more bodies at linebacker, but I mean, just the overall presentation of the defense this year relative to the last 2 years. Is it pretty much, yeah, it's the same system, but are there some new?
It's youth. I mean, kids graduate out. You got to bring young kids in and get in the system, getting used to playing in large stadiums like Death Valley. And it's going to be on-the-job training. I hate to use that word on-the-job training because we went through camp,
Sure.
but they hadn't played in the system.
But
And
systematically,
I feel good about the kids we have. I feel good about our system. I feel good about the kids we have rotating in. And Coach Brooks and Coach Harvey do a good job of rotating those guys in and out.
but schematically, you're going to continue to do what
We're
you do.
going to do
still
what we do. We're going to do what we do, yes.
not heavy deviation from the last 2 years.
So we go, I mean, this system, I love this system, and this system has been productive for us. We got to continue to build on it, but we're going to do what we do.
Anything else?